Thing you have to keep in mind when it comes to pay for performance is the fact that if two team members are working the same crew in the same, you know, truck for the day, if someone shows up 20 minutes early and someone else shows up 5 minutes late to work, they technically will make the same amount on P for P simply due to the fact that the labor revenue is split evenly between those two people. That's why in the book that I write about P for P, I talk so much about profit sharing and open book management. Now, the first step of profit sharing that we are now entering into is going to give you the ability to be able to mark people as late, call outs, or no shows, because those things are held against them when it comes to profit sharing. And I encourage you to do profit sharing at least on a quarterly basis. Some people will do monthly, but sometimes tough to do that in a seasonal business because the ups and downs of profitability throughout the year. But you'll need to keep track of which days specific employees are late, they call out, or no shows in order to make sure that you appropriately dock their profit sharing. For example, we do every quarter profit sharing. If someone is late, they call out last minute, or they're a no show, that's half of their profit sharing gone. If they do it twice, it's gone completely. And so now inside of p4psoftware.com, you can actually quickly mark someone as being late right from their time card. So if they've punched in and there's a specific time card that's been created for them, and whether you do it manually or through the mobile app. Let me go back to a day here where there should be a time card. Now, all you'll need to do is just click this button right here, mark them as late. And everything else will do exactly the same as normal in terms of filling out their time card. You'll just have to mark them as late. Now, where does that go? That records on their user profile. So if I go to the user and then I go down to just about any employee, I can show you here. At the very bottom, you're all going to see show marked dates. And this is going to show dates that you've marked them as late, no shows, or call outs. And now you can add the no show and the call out directly from here. Because obviously, if they haven't punched in and out, that means they are a no show or a call out. You'd have to go into their user account here, and that this is where you'd enter in, called out 30 minutes for work. Well, that potentially in your profit sharing program would mean that they're losing some of their profit sharing, and you'd be able to track this on the date. So that way, when the quarter is done or the month is done, and whatever time frame you're using for profit sharing, you can go back to their user profile and see all the notes and the dates and why exactly they were docked for their profit sharing. So highly recommended that you implement profit sharing, not only from a morale standpoint, but making sure that the team does have more of a team spirit in addition to P4P, which is much more individualistic. And you can now do that using the quick, just marking them as late, or going into their user profile and making sure that they have either a call out or a no show on their user profile.